Every investor needs a basic understanding of Riskese. That's Mark Hebner's name for the language of risk. Here's a crash course. One way to think of risk is as uncertainty. It's the chance that an investment's actual return will differ from the expected return. How then can you quantify that risk? Well, it's the degree to which the returns of the investment differ from the average return of that investment during specific periods of time. That deviation can be best described as the standard deviation. This bell-shaped curve represents a set of outcomes, let's say the monthly returns of an investment. The yellow area covers plus or minus one standard deviation from the average in both directions, and it accounts for approximately 68% of the outcomes. The yellow and green areas cover plus or minus two standard deviations from the average, and they account for approximately 95% of the outcomes. So the higher an investment's standard deviation, the greater the chance that future returns will lie further away from the average return. There are basically two types of risk: systematic and unsystematic risk. The entire market is exposed to unavoidable systematic risk, such as war, recession, inflation, and government intervention. In contrast, unsystematic risk refers to threats specific to individual companies, such as lawsuits, fraud, and competition. Returns are essentially a reward for taking risks, but not all types of risk are equally rewarded. Market risk is the risk of buying stocks. Historically, stocks have significantly outperformed cash and government bonds. But there are certain types of stocks that, over long periods, have delivered higher returns, principally small stocks and value stocks. As for bonds, well, those with longer terms and lower credit ratings have higher expected returns. These are complex matters, and we urge you to read more about them in the book. But although you need to understand risk, you shouldn't be frightened of it. Taking the right amount of risk and the right kinds of risk will help you achieve your financial goals.